Hello friends, good morning. Welcome to Alchemy Tutorials, and this is the video number 4. Okay, our chapter name is food, and where does it come from? In previous videos we have discussed about mainly food and its importance. Then we have discussed about food variety. In that food variety we have discussed about various kinds of ingredients, various kinds of materials they are making used for making food. Okay, in next video and previous video we have discussed about sources of the food, and we have discussed about two sources of the foods. They are plants and animals. Okay, plants and animals. Plants, they are main source of the food that we are using in different kinds of food materials, and animals also the source of the food. Okay, in this video let us say about one by one about plant as a source of food, and we will see next animal as a source of food. So let us see plant as a sources of food. Friends, okay, so plants, we are all aware with the plants. Different parts we have observed in the plants. They are like flowers, stems, leaves, roots. Okay, different plants are used for different purpose. It is not necessary that all plants are used for a same purpose. All parts of the plants are used for a same purpose. It is not necessary. In the plants, different kinds of parts we are using for our food material. For example, some part of the plants like root of the plants can be used as a food material. From some plants we can use their stems as a food materials. Some other plants, okay, and flowers are also used for eating purpose. So here are the some parts of the plant and the main plants, name of the plants from which we can get the food materials. They are like roots. Okay, the plants of the roots we can use from the radish, carrot, turnip, stems. Okay, you know friends, potato, sugarcane, all the stems of the plants, and we are using that as a food material. Flowers, cauliflower, broccoli, these are the flowers of the plant, and we are using this material as a food material. Fruits, leaves, seeds, mainly most of the seeds of the plants we are using for a source of food. Okay, wheat, rice, some kinds of cereals, millet, jowar. Okay, these are the seeds that we are using for a food material. Okay, let us see the diagram of the plant, and in that different parts of the plants are there. Suppose this is the flower, these are the fruits that we can use as a food. These are the stem, this whole part you can see is a stem. These are the leaves. Okay, this is the bird meaning the part of the plant which is grow from that part, and new plant can be formed that part. Node, intermode, that is middle part of the plant. These are the roots of the plant which are helping to support the whole our outer plant and mainly to suck out the water from the soil. Okay, so this whole diagram is of the plant, and different parts we can use as a food. Okay, let us see the animal as a source of food. Students, you can know that the different materials we can obtain from the animals as a food material. You all know that. Okay, from animals we can mainly get milk as a source of food. You all know about that. From buffalo, cow, goat, these are the main animals which can give more quantity of milk to us, and we can use daily as a food. Okay, and not only milk, we can obtain different kinds of materials from the milk also, like curd, butter, ghee. buttermilk, cheese. These are the materials we can obtain from the milk. We can only obtain from milk, and we are using this material in different kinds of food making, like food curries, okay, different uh, dishes extra. Honey, honey is also food material, okay. It is the best for our we can say health issue also. Eggs, meat, chicken, these are the also materials we can obtain from animals, okay. Let us see about how does honey produce. How does honey produce? Okay, first of all you have to aware about the nectar. What is nectar? Friends, nectar is a kind of juice, kind of liquid, fluidy material which is prepared by the flowers. Okay, and honeybees suck out that nectar from flowers of the plant. What does honeybees do? Honeybees suck out, goes to the flower and suck out the nectar, okay, and comes to their beehives, and they modify the nectar inside their body to make honey, and this honey is prepared and stored in beehives. You all know about beehives. Beehives is the quite the place where honeybees store their honey and also resides over there, okay friends. So this is the basic procedure to make honey, okay. Let us move towards our new topic, that is sprouted seeds. I think some of you are aware with that sprouted seeds. Sprouted seed meaning the grams, mung, different kinds of pulses. Okay, when we get these pulses, this mung or gram, okay, and soak it into the water. Okay, this is the activity. When we soak these pulses, grams and seeds, pulses in the water or in a vessel, okay, after next day the these seeds get fermented, okay. Next day remove the excess of water. Place these seeds in a wet cloth of muslin or cotton. These pulses can be stored in a wet cloth of muslin or cotton and soak them properly for 2 or 3 days. You can clearly observe that some white thread like structure is coming out from that seeds, okay. Actually what happens there, that these pulses, these mung or gram get attached with the water and germinates over there. That's why white colored thread like structures is coming out from the seeds, okay. And these are called the sprouted seeds. You can see clearly in the diagram. This is the normal gram, that is chana, and these are the sprouted chana. Like you can see the clearly this white colored thread like part, that is actually what, germination of the this uh, pulse, okay, germinates. When you sow, okay, sow this gram in the soil, and when you give the water to the this gram, and you can observe that this seed germinates, okay. So these are called the sprouted gram, okay. So in this activity we can clearly observe that white thread like structure coming out from the seeds, and thus we can say that seeds are sprouted. And these sprouted seeds also very much helpful to our health part. We can get much quantity of proteins from these sprouted seeds, and we have to eat certain time sprouted seeds also for our protein consumption. Some person also use these sprouted seeds for their dietary food, for getting more proteins, okay. So this is also important, okay friends. Next, we have completed 3 topics: the food that we getting from plants, plant as a source of food. Then after we have discussed about animal as a source of food, okay. Then we have discussed about how honey is produced. Also we have discussed about how sprouted seeds are formed, how can be seeds are sprouted. Okay, so from these topics you have covered, you have studied. Right now you have to do certain work that list out the food materials we obtain from different parts of the plant. Okay, just do whatever key you have to do that. Name of the plant, write down name of the plant and which part of the plant we are eating from that. For example, carrot. Okay, so name of the plant is carrot, and which part of the plant we are eating from that, that part is root. Okay, so you have to make a list like this kind of plants. Okay, next homework you have to do is, what are the advantages to eat sprouted seeds to our health? Okay, this kinds of homework you have to do right that day. Okay, and if you want to refer more about these topics, you can refer to the following websites, for example Diksha, and you can also refer YouTube channel. Then you can also download the learning app Extra Marks. Okay, next topics will cover on later on. Bye.